Hi everyone, today I'm going to be colouring from Johanna Basford's Inky Advent Calendar, and you may have guessed I'm starting with number 1 today on December the 1st. I shall be doing one video a day with each of the pictures from the calendar, which is great fun. So I'm going to start off with this number 1, which is the candle page. Now normally with candles I'm always tempted to just jump in and do them red, but I'm going to do them different today. I'm going to do a set of purple candles. So I'm going to start with my number 6. This is Staedtler Ergosoft, and just start colouring away. I'm just going to do a gentle layer of purple over the whole of every candle to start with, so it's nice and easy while I chat about my sort of main plan. So the reason I decided to do purple, I'm going to do sort of purple and silvery theme on this one. I just think it's nice to sometimes do something a little bit different. I think I've got a candle tutorial where I used red anyway, so I thought it would be useful to have something a bit different, but I'm going in to do them all the same colour, just because it's easier, and sometimes I like having everything sort of matching rather than a selection of different colours. So we'll go for this. Now this Advent Calendar, in case you aren't aware, is a free download that Johanna's very, very kindly put together for us, and it's available from her website to download, and so I have put a link in the description so that everyone can get there and download it. Now I've done this little layer. What I'm going to do next is concentrate on a bit of shading. So I'm thinking these dribbles of wax is going to be darker around underneath here where there's some shadow. But also I'm going to do a little bit of darker area on the edge of the candle and then slowly fade that into the middle. Now the reason for this is that I want the candle to look a little bit more rounded. I'm going to do a little bit here as well, but do it more gently because this is the dribbly wax bit which I think will be catching the light more. And try and make the candle reflect the light just in the middle of it. Now some of you might also want to get rid of this number 1 you can put some white pen on top of it or something if you want to take it away. Now for Advent Calendar purposes it's perfect, it's brilliant, but if you wanted to use this picture for something else, because the joy with the downloads is that you can edit the pictures slightly. Sometimes I will crop a part of a picture and then use it to make somebody a card, something like that. So if you want to do that, you might want to get that one, take that one away, because I think I've looked at these, I haven't looked at them in detail, but looking at these pictures I think a lot of them would make lovely Christmas cards. You could use a snipping tool on your computer to snip out one picture and then maybe make it a little bit bigger and colour it as a card, or do the whole lot of course and give it to somebody as a calendar, though it might be a bit late for this year. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing with this one. I'm just doing some darker areas on the edges. I'm going to go in under the these dribbly bits again and around. Now because we've got these layers on this candle, it's a little bit different to the others, so what I'm going to do is put a bit of shadow underneath each layer. Gosh, that's quite hard. Shadow, to sort of emphasize them a little bit, as if there's a gap between each one. There we go. And now I'm going to go back to this number 1. I'm just going to finish it off, so I'm going to look at all the details, so really get some hard pressure going along the edge there, really emphasize the shadow under here, and just darken up this a little bit. I don't think it's going to be quite completely light. There we go. And now I'm going to do the same on this one, so I'm going to go back in on the edges and just emphasize those edges that need to be a bit darker. Sorry, I'm being quiet, I'm concentrating. It's not often I'm quiet. I think that's why the family like me colouring. If I'm doing something complex, I'm quiet. And this bit is just shadow from the candle behind. And again, I'm going to do a little bit more on this. as I say, it wouldn't necessarily be completely pale. And down here, so a bit more along here and under here. And you can see I'm just layering up the colour. Now, in case you're wondering, this paper that I'm using is a Bristol board. It's quite a thick paper, it's 250 GSM, which is really thick. And I particularly like it, but I know some people aren't so keen on the shiny surface. But the only thing I would say to you is when choosing paper, think about what your printer can cope with, because some printers can't manage a really thick paper, and fortunately mine can. Right, now we're going in for the flame. I'm going to start with number 42 and do a little bit at the bottom. So I will put a link to the paper so you can have a look at it, but just make sure you check what your printer can cope with. Of course, you could just use normal printer paper. I just like something a little bit thicker. It means I can get more layers of colour down. Now I'm going to go in with a slightly lighter yellowy colour, number 11. I'm purposely keeping these flames quite vibrant, even though this is going to be a purple and silver. The stars and things are going to come in with a silver colour. The reason for that is because I think it goes well with the purple. I used to have a house with walls this sort of bright yellow and an orange wall and a purple carpet. It's when I was younger, and I just thought it went together really well. So I'm just going over and over that to blend it all in. So there's our flame. Now we've got these bit lines coming out where the flame is coming out a little bit, and I'm just going to go over those a little bit with this yellow. Don't worry about those circles because we're going to do them in silver. I'm going to use a silver pen. Which I don't know if you heard that, as a child outside shouting. Very cute. Okay, now silver. Now I've got two choices of silver here for me. I've got a silver Posca pen or a silver glittery pen. I'm going to just use the Posca. I'm not going to use the glitter today, but just give it a shake. I haven't used it for a while. Make sure it's working. I've got some scrap over there. The thing with, you can sort of pick any silver pen. You could use the silver pencil as well, but they just don't have the same shine as a pen. So I'm just going to go, I'm staying inside the line. You could go over the line because if you've got a gel pen or a paint pen like this, it will just cover the lines completely. And another thing you could do is to do, you could do a background so it would really stand out. But I've decided to keep this one nice and simple and not do a background. So there we go, all done. I should just tip it so you can see the shine from the pen. There we go. So that's that one. I hope you enjoyed watching that. Thank you for watching and happy colouring.